Hi, friends. Hope you are all doing well today. I have been sick for the last few days, so I am very excited that I feel well enough to come on here. And I didn't get to post a new video this week, and I have this beautiful new box of herbs. I'll show you my address from Mountain Rose Herbs. See organic goodness. I am super excited because I ordered some new herbs that I've never worked with before, and that is really, really exciting. And this box has been sitting here waiting for me to do this unboxing. I've been waiting to do the unboxing before I work with any of the herbs. So let's do the show on the road. Okay, so let's jump in. Firstly, I already cheated and opened the box because I kind of forgot what I ordered. Of course, I got some beautiful chamomile because I'm starting to run out. And gosh, their chamomile is so good. You can just see the beautiful chamomile flowers. I actually have chamomile now growing in my garden, which is awesome, but I don't get nearly this much, and I use chamomile a lot, so I'm really happy to have it. As I mentioned if you haven't watched my favorite places to buy herbs video, that's a new video that I just came out with, I think last week or the week before. And so if you're not sure where to buy your herbs, I highly recommend Mountain Rose Herbs, or you can watch that video. But one of the things I mentioned in the video is that they typically sell either 4-ounce or 1-pound bags at Mountain Rose Herbs, which I find to be a little, oh crap, my music just turned on, which I find to be a little bit like too much or too little sometimes. So I ordered 2 of the 4-ounce bags of chamomile. If you're not familiar with chamomile, I don't know how you wouldn't be, but it is a beautiful herb to start with if you're a beginner. It's great for calming, and it's also really nice for digestion because if you brew it for a long time, it does have like a bitter flavor to it that can support digestion. Or if you've had like a lot of fatty foods, it helps the body to digest fat. It's also really lovely for the skin, so you can make skin salves or butters or oil out of it. It's really beautiful in honey as well. So many things you can do with chamomile, and is my absolute favorite. So I got 2 of those guys. Okay, so next, oh my goodness, where to start? This is so fun. Okay, so I got some powdered maca. You may be familiar with maca. Some of the things I want to share with you is it's a strong adaptogenic herb, so it helps our bodies deal with stress. So I think we can all use that. It also helps to increase energy and stamina, brings oxygen into the blood, and helps with physical strength. It also supports the endocrine system, the adrenals, and the thyroid. So the adrenals and the thyroid is something that I've been healing within myself for the last few months. So I definitely want that. And then it also helps with hormone production and balancing. It's a mood enhancer. It also increases libido and fertility. And then it's also rich in protein, essential fats, minerals, and vitamins. So I really love maca. I haven't actually used it in a long time because I ran out, and I just have so many herbs that sometimes I find it hard to justify buying new herbs. But yeah, it has sort of clearly I'm not 100% yet, but it has sort of like a caramely, malty kind of like flavor and taste to it. So I like putting it in smoothies. I'm also planning to add it to my morning herbal lattes. If you haven't watched my herbal latte video, I highly recommend that. They're so easy to make. Essentially, you just brew yourself whatever tea you like, and then you can add milk and a sweetener and blend it up until it gets frothy. And then I'm going to add some maca powder as well. So very excited to have maca back in my kitchen. It's been a while. Okay. Next, I have some marshmallow root. So marshmallow root is lovely. I have used it before. This is not one of the newer ones. I'm saving those for the end. So marshmallow root is a demulcent, which means it relieves inflammation, and it creates sort of like a mucilaginous or oily goo. that coats and soothes membranes in our bodies. So it creates like a sliminess, kind of, not in a gross way though, but just like in a way that it coats the lining of our digestion. That's mainly what I've used it for, is digestion. It can help increase moisture in the body. So if you feel kind of dry, like your skin, or just dry in general, I plan to do a long infusion with it, because I heard that that's a really beautiful way to use it. I haven't used it that way before. And I did get the like the chunks of it, as opposed to the powder. Just in general, it is better to get more like of a whole form of the herb, just because when you powder something, then oxygen is touching more of the parts of it, and so it can just kind of go bad or go stale faster. So just generally, it's better to get things in their whole form and then powder them yourself. I'm going to powder this with a mortar and pestle before I do my infusions with it or tea with it. But I really like grinding stuff in the mortar and pestle, so that doesn't bother me. I think that it's really fun and primal, and I like to smell it and just like create my mixture and then grind it. So I'm enjoying that. And so I've never actually bought the marshmallow root in the chunks before. I've only ever got in the powder. But yeah, and it kind of works similarly to slippery elm bark. I'm sure you've heard me talk about slippery elm if you've watched my videos before. I've talked about it in my favorite herbs for smoothies video. That's one of the ones I use for smoothies. It's also a great one for digestion. So marshmallow root is very similar to slippery elm. It has that demulcent, like ooey, slimy, for lack of a better word, quality to it that I really love and is really nice on the digestion. So that's how I found it. The thing about slippery elm though is it's more on the endangered side of one of the endangered herbs. So trying to use more marshmallow root than slippery elm, but I do tend to like slippery elm better. Anyways, I'm going to give this a chance, and try to just enjoy the marshmallow root in a new way. So this is marshmallow root. Very excited to use it. And yeah, let's move on. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So ashwagandha. Here's another one that you probably heard me talk about a lot. It is also a adaptogenic herb, so it's great for helping the body deal with stress, and helping like calm the body, calm the stress, but also energize you, but not in a way that like taxes your adrenals. So ashwagandha is really lovely. Highly recommend this herb for anyone, really, because our bodies are all dealing with high levels of stress in this current culture. So I love ashwagandha. I got the chunks of it. I've never gotten the chunks before, so I plan to grind it down. Ashwagandha is an herb that I always have in my kitchen, and I'm running out of the powder, so I wanted to buy some more of it. So that's ashwagandha. Highly recommend looking into that one, no matter who you are. Okay, and now for my two new herbs that I've never tried before. I'm very excited. Okay, so the first one I'll share with you is nettle. Yay! So you may have heard of nettle or stinging nettle. This is an herb that is known for its medicinal properties. It's mostly consumed in tea form, but it helps with a lot of things: heart issues, gut health, immunity, kidneys, UTI, arthritis. It's a powerful blood purifier, and it drives out toxins from the body. And it is also, I believe, a tonic herb. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so a tonic herb is an herb that you can take every day for a long period of time. Some herbs you don't want to do that with, like echinacea, for example. Echinacea is something that you take and it kind of triggers your immune system to go we need to, it like revs up your immune system. So you would take it if we're talking about ashwagandha, you would take it if you got exposed to an illness or something and you just wanted your immune system to really like kick in, but you wouldn't want to take it every day for a year, because then your immune system would just be constantly in overdrive. So a tonic herb is something that you can take regularly for long periods of time, and it helps balance the body. I believe nettle is a tonic herb. I also believe it's a nutritive herb, high in nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So it's also antibacterial, antifungal, astringent, anti-inflammatory, and it's rich in vitamins A, B, C, and K, carotene, and iron. So I also just read that it's great for muscle pain, joint pain, and headaches, which I wish I would have known 3 days ago when I was having that issue, and this was sitting right next to my bed. Oh well, you live and you learn. So I'm really excited to just add this to my regimen. The other nutritive herb that I use a lot is oat straw, and I'm sure you've heard me talk about oat straw if you've been on my channel a lot. If you're interested in learning more about it, I have a video specifically on oat straw tea. But oat straw is one of the nutritive herbs that I use the most, and I really love it. It's super high in vitamins and minerals and really helps calm the nervous system. So I just kind of wanted to add another really rich nutritive herb to my repertoire so that, yeah, I can be getting more vitamins and minerals from other plants and other herbs, and maybe just filling in the gaps of, where other plants aren't filling in those other gaps. So very excited for nettle. I've heard just so many amazing things about it. Yeah, it just smells like green plants. So excited to play around with that. Probably going to make tea out of it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make tea out of it. And maybe herbal lattes. We got that. Okay. The last one I'm very excited about. I just recently learned about it. It's another one that I got the whole form of the herb, or the chunks at least, and it is Shatavari Root. So Shatavari Root is nourishing. It's a tonic herb, again, for men and women. So tonic, again, is something that you can take daily for a long period of time. It's mostly known to help women with female hormones and help the female reproductive system. It also supports healthy lactation if you're breastfeeding, and it supports healthy production of semen for men, promotes fertility and libido. So my husband and I are currently conceiving. And so, yeah, so this seemed like a perfect one to try. I also read about this herb in my in the Moontime book. So if you look on my channel, I have a book club playlist, and in there I talk about different books that I really recommend. And there's one where I talk about a book called Moontime. And in that book, she talks about a bunch of herbs that are really great for female reproduction and hormones and menstrual cycle and all that. So she did recommend Shatavari in there. That's where I found it. It's also an Ayurvedic herb. So they have it at Banyan Botanicals, which is another one of the herbal companies that I recommend in my herbal company video. So I'm very excited for this. Let's see, what else did I put in my notes that I wanted to share with you? So it's a nutritive herb also, and it's a tonic herb. Encourages healthy production of milk in lactating mothers. Let's see. Also helpful during menopause and for women who've had hysterectomies. Supports a healthy immune system and assists in both mental and physical digestion, which I can really use. Digestion is sort of like my tender area, or it has been. Soothes membranes of the lungs, stomach, kidneys, and reproductive organs, calms the mind, and promotes love and devotion. I don't really know how you can go wrong there. So very excited. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, Shatavari. Very excited about this one. Let's see. Oh, and Mountain Rose gave me a little Mountain Rose herb sticker. So yeah, thanks for watching today. I hope you got some new inspiration for possibly some new herbs that you can try and check out. If you don't know where to get your herbs, like I mentioned, I want you to check out one of my most recent videos where I talk about my, I think, 6 top places to buy organic herbs. So that's one of my very recent videos. You should see that easily. Also, my Herbalism for Beginners playlist is great for beginner herbalists who want to get started. And I also have a recipes playlist. I also have a podcast. I'm also on Instagram, so come over and say hello. I'm linking all that stuff below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week ahead, and I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Bye.